Welcome to your personalized news deep dive, where we cut through the noise and deliver the day's top stories. Today, we'll explore a fascinating intersection of AI and blockchain technology and how these innovations are shaping the future.
Yeah, the sheer breadth of industries being impacted is remarkable. From healthcare and finance to even sustainable energy, we're witnessing a fundamental shift in how we approach problems and build solutions.
Let's jump right in with healthcare. Harrison.ai, an Australian startup focused on AI-driven medical diagnostics, just secured a whopping $112 million in Series C funding.
Well, that kind of investment isn't just about a promising company. It signals a growing confidence in AI's potential to revolutionize the entire healthcare industry. Think about it. Faster, more accurate diagnoses, personalized treatments, and ultimately a better experience for you as a patient.
Wow, that's a game changer. But AI isn't stopping at diagnostics. It's also playing a key role in securing the Ethereum network. JOSA, a company specializing in this area, just raised $3.25 million to tackle the rising concerns around DeFi security.
They're utilizing AI in a fascinating way. Their platform called Traps analyzes real-time data to identify and neutralize potential threats before they can even exploit vulnerabilities. It's like having an AI bodyguard for your DeFi assets.
So it's not just about building these technologies, but ensuring their security as well. Speaking of DeFi, a new platform called Legend, founded by former Compound executives, just raised $15 million to make DeFi more accessible and user-friendly.
This is a crucial step in bringing DeFi to the masses. Legend is focusing on simplifying the user experience while prioritizing security. It's a sign that the industry is maturing and focusing on real-world adoption.
It seems like everyone is trying to get a piece of the blockchain pie. We're also seeing a new player, BlockDAG, making waves with a $200 million presale.
BlockDAG's impressive debut positions them as a potential challenger to established platforms like Hedera and Toncoin. This influx of new technologies and platforms suggests a potential shift in the blockchain landscape. Competition breeds innovation, so this is definitely something to watch.
Speaking of established players, the Web3 Foundation, a key player in the Polkadot ecosystem, is launching the second cohort of its decentralized nodes program. What's that all about?
It's all about community involvement and strengthening the network's security and decentralization. They're essentially seeking new guardians to help validate transactions and ensure the integrity of the network. And they've incorporated feedback from the first cohort to make the program even more attractive to potential participants.
So they're constantly evolving and adapting based on community input. That's a really interesting approach. But let's shift gears a bit and talk about how AI is moving beyond the digital realm. Community Hospital Corporation and CarePilot are partnering to bring ambient AI technology to hospitals.
This is a major step toward integrating AI into real-world healthcare settings. Ambient AI can monitor patient vitals, alert staff to potential issues, and even assist with administrative tasks. It has the potential to make healthcare more efficient and proactive.
It's like having an extra set of eyes and ears constantly watching over patients. And finally, let's talk about sustainability. BCH Miner, a clean energy cloud mining platform, is emerging as a leader in the sustainable cryptocurrency mining movement.
This is a crucial development addressing the growing concerns about the environmental impact of cryptocurrency mining. BCH Miner's success demonstrates that cryptocurrency and environmental sustainability can go hand in hand, which is a win for both the industry and the planet.
It's encouraging to see these kinds of initiatives taking root. It feels like every industry is trying to figure out how to harness the power of AI and blockchain. But it's not just about the technology itself. It's about solving problems and creating opportunities.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot of investment pouring into companies that are making these technologies more accessible and user-friendly. Take Legend in the DeFi space, for example. They're focused on simplifying DeFi for a wider audience.
It seems like there's a recognition that for these technologies to truly revolutionize industries, they need to be usable by everyday people, not just tech experts.
You're right, and that's where the real impact lies. When we empower individuals with these tools, we unlock a whole new level of innovation and creativity.
It's like the early days of the internet when it was this complex thing only a few people understood. But as soon as it became accessible to everyone, it transformed the world.
Exactly. I believe we're witnessing a similar trend with AI and blockchain. They're moving from niche technologies to mainstream adoption, and that's incredibly exciting.
It's like a paradigm shift in how we think about technology. It's no longer just about gadgets and software. It's about empowering people and solving real-world problems.
That shift is reflected in the news we're seeing today. From AI diagnosing diseases to blockchain securing financial transactions, these technologies are becoming integral parts of our lives.
It makes you wonder what the next few years will bring.
It raises an important question. Will traditional players adapt to these changes, or will new leaders emerge? Think about BlockDAG challenging established blockchain platforms. It's a dynamic landscape full of possibilities.
Speaking of a dynamic landscape, let's circle back to the Polkadot network. The Web3 Foundation's Decentralized Nodes program is fascinating because it's all about community involvement.
It's a great example of how decentralized networks can leverage the power of the crowd. By supporting and empowering validators, they're ensuring the network's security and decentralization. It's a collaborative approach to governance and innovation.
And they're constantly iterating based on feedback from the community. That's a really interesting approach. It's like they're building this network in real time with input from the people who will actually be using it.
And that's crucial for the long-term success of any decentralized system. It's about building trust and transparency, ensuring that everyone has a stake in the network's future.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here, from AI and healthcare and DeFi to new blockchain platforms and community-driven networks. It's clear that these technologies are driving major shifts across industries.
But here's what I find particularly intriguing. It's not just about the technological advancements, it's about the human element. We're seeing a focus on accessibility, usability, and community involvement. These technologies are becoming tools for empowerment, enabling individuals to participate in and shape the future.
And that's what makes this so fascinating. It's not just about the tech itself, it's about how we use it to create a better future.
Exactly. And that's something to keep in mind as we continue to navigate this rapidly evolving technological landscape. The real innovation lies not just in the code, but in how we use it to empower individuals and solve real-world problems. It's fascinating to see how these technologies are kind of converging. For instance, the drive for accessible DeFi platforms like Legend dovetails perfectly with the need for robust security solutions like Dresser's traps.
That's a great point. It's like a symbiotic relationship. As the DeFi space grows, so too does the need to protect those assets. And speaking of protecting assets, the Web3 Foundation's approach with the Polkadot network is really interesting.
Yeah, the Decentralized Nodes program is really a testament to the power of community-driven initiatives. By empowering individuals to participate in securing the network, they're fostering a sense of shared ownership and responsibility.
It's almost like a digital democracy where everyone has a voice and a stake in the system. But let's shift our focus back to AI's impact on the physical world for a moment. The partnership between Community Hospital Corporation and CarePilot to bring ambient AI to hospitals has huge implications.
Right. Think about the potential benefits for both patients and healthcare professionals. Imagine a system that can constantly monitor patients' vital signs, detect subtle changes that might indicate a problem, and alert medical staff in real time.
That could be life-saving, especially in critical care situations. It could also free up nurses and doctors to focus on more complex tasks, potentially leading to better patient care overall.
Yeah, and it's also worth considering the potential impact on hospital operations. Ambient AI could help streamline administrative tasks, optimize resource allocation, and even predict patient flow, leading to a more efficient and cost-effective healthcare system.
It sounds like a win-win for everyone involved. But what about the potential challenges? Are there any concerns about privacy or data security with this kind of technology?
Well, those are valid concerns, and it's crucial to address them proactively. As with any new technology, transparency, ethical considerations, and robust security measures are paramount.
Absolutely. And speaking of ethical considerations, the emergence of clean energy mining platforms like BCH Miner is a welcome development in the cryptocurrency space.
Right. The environmental impact of cryptocurrency mining has been a major point of contention. BCH Miner's success shows that it's possible to mine cryptocurrency in a sustainable way, paving the way for a more eco-friendly future for the industry.
It's a step in the right direction. It seems like the key takeaway from all of these developments is that technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace, and it's up to us to shape how it's used.
Precisely. It's not just about embracing the latest gadgets or platforms. It's about understanding the potential impact of these technologies on our lives and actively engaging in the conversation about their development and implementation.
So what advice would you give to our listeners who are trying to navigate this rapidly evolving landscape?
Well, I think stay curious, stay informed. Don't be afraid to ask questions and challenge assumptions. The future is being shaped right now, and your voice matters. Engage in discussions, share your perspectives, and be an active participant in shaping the world you want to live in.
Those are words to live by. But before we wrap up, I'd love to circle back to the idea of disruption. We've seen new players like BlockDAG challenging established platforms in the blockchain space. Do you think we'll see similar disruptions in other industries as AI and blockchain continue to mature?
It's certainly possible. Disruption often comes from unexpected places. New technologies can create entirely new markets or completely upend existing ones.
So it's not just about established players adapting, it's about being prepared for entirely new paradigms to emerge.
Exactly. The key is to remain flexible, adaptable, and open to new possibilities.
And perhaps a little bit skeptical too, right? I mean, not every new technology is going to be a game changer.
You're absolutely right. Critical thinking is more important than ever. It's crucial to evaluate new technologies, carefully consider their potential benefits and risks, and make informed decisions about how we integrate them into our lives.
So it's about finding that balance between embracing innovation and exercising caution.
Precisely. And that brings us back to our earlier point about the human element. Technology is a tool, and it's up to us to use it wisely and responsibly.
Well, it feels like we've covered a lot in this deep dive today, from AI's growing role in healthcare to the push for sustainability in the crypto world.
Yeah, and we've only just scratched the surface.
Exactly. But before we wrap up, is there one key takeaway you would leave our listeners with?
I think it would be this. As you follow these stories and encounter new developments in AI and blockchain, always consider the human element. Ask yourself, is this technology empowering individuals? Is it making things more accessible and user-friendly? Those are the kinds of questions that will really help you understand the true impact of these innovations.
So it's not just about the tech itself, but about how it's being used and who it's benefiting.
Exactly. Keep that in mind as you navigate the news, and I think you'll have a much deeper understanding of what's really at stake.
Well said. Okay, that brings our deep dive to a close for today. We hope you found this exploration of AI and blockchain insightful, and we encourage you to keep exploring these topics as they continue to evolve.
It's been a pleasure.
And remember, the world is changing rapidly, and staying informed is more crucial than ever. We'll be back tomorrow with more in-depth analysis of the day's top stories. Until then, stay curious.